Welcome back to Combust Astrology, or not, because I mean, realistically, I just recorded the other video. Anyway, Jupiter and Mercury in Cancer. That's what we're going to be looking at. And this happens a little bit later today. Where's Jupiter? There we go. Okay, so why do I love this transit? Why am I even covering this transit? Jupiter and Mercury in Cancer, and then June in general. Chef's kiss. All right, so just in case you don't know, getting you up to speed, Jupiter. I know, hold on. Sorry, my cat has this thing she likes to do where the moment I start recording, that's when she absolutely must use the bathroom. Anyway, Jupiter and Mercury in Cancer. Why is that so awesome? Why is June so awesome? Because we get a break. We get peace. We get a chance to breathe, to relax, to actually not have so much chaos around us 24/3, 24/7. Yeah? Yeah. So, Mercury. What does Mercury rule? It usually rules Libra. Wait, Libra? Oof. What the hell? It usually rules Virgo and Gemini. Where's Jupiter leaving? Gemini. And why is this so immaculate, so fun? Because I don't know about y'all, but last year's Gemini season was a little bit crazier, but this one was still crazy. Ended with a bang, you know. But Mercury being the ruler of Gemini and also of Virgo, the South Node being in Virgo, and the previous Gemini season, it's still here, but it was just a lot. There was a lack of consideration. I think at the macro politics, the macro world in general, but even in your own day-to-day life, you would notice that there was a lot of things happening at the same time. In fact, it would almost seem like we're living some weird episode of The Truman Show, actually. And so Mercury leaving Gemini is immaculate, right? We don't have to deal with so much overstimulation from Jupiter for a little bit, but rather we can absorb everything that we've learned and take a moment to be like, okay, I understand it now, and I can love it now. I can actually be happy now. I don't have to be stressed now, right? There can be a sense of peace. And I don't know if you have water placements, but for all of us water people, we get a break. We needed a break. We needed a break because it was too much. It was like, you got the air, got the fire. What about the water? I know Neptune just came out of Pisces, whatever, but we don't claim that. We're talking about where's the love? Where's the peace? Where's the harmony? Where's the home? And that's what Mercury in Cancer is going to bring. Buy one of those little feng shui acacia trees with the little rocks. You know what I'm talking about? You put it on a table and it just drips, and it's just like, buy one of those. Open up YouTube, find one of the that bowl that's inverted and it has dents in it, or like a harp or a sound bowl, and then get you some colored lamps or a candle, and then start your day with that. Every morning, start your day being grateful and happy. You should be doing that anyway, but as Mercury is in Cancer and then Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, as of right now, with the moon also entering into Sagittarius with this, and Pisces is only in the North Node, all the way to the bank, laughing, happy. I love these two. I love these two to start us off because things can feel better. Go outside. Enjoy yourself. In the late part of June, because this isn't going to be a long video, in the late part of June, I want you to take a look at June. I did readings for this for Mother's Day for people in person. I was like, June, I wonder if my mom ever got her present. Okay, sorry. ADHD. The moon is going to have a new moon in Cancer, and I'm not covering that right now. But this is the best day of the year. I'm starting it off around the 20th through the 23rd because the moon in Taurus is hot. I love it. But going into here, the 25th, Mercury with the vertex, and then the sun and moon, and then Jupiter. I know Neptune and Saturn, yada yada yada. But don't let others. Let me not say that. I don't know if I can call myself an astrologer sometimes, because I really just be saying whatever comes to me intuitively with what I've learned. But this is amazing. Be happy this month. Mars and Virgo coming in to help things be better. Have a great month. I know Venus is getting close to Uranus. I know. But before Uranus gets into Gemini, enjoy this. Just remember that when other people are trauma dumping and figuring out their own issues, that's when you kind of using the astrology that you've learned, because oh my gosh, what's his name? Hold on. I'm not copying. I don't want to quote him without saying his name. But he always, black British guy, he always says spirituality without the ability to change your reality is vanity. No, I gotta find him, because he calls people out for saying his stuff. Hold on, let me pause this. Nero knowledge. There we go. Nero says that spirituality without the ability to change your reality is vanity. And with that, I token the idea, astrology without the ability to keep your own sanity is stupidity? I don't know. But I do know that, why do you want to know all this if you don't use it for yourself, first and foremost? And then the people that you love. And if you know astrology, Saturn and Neptune squaring Jupiter in Cancer should not spiral you out. It shouldn't make you angry. It shouldn't make your world fall upside down, because you know this. It's just little microaggressions. Saturn squaring that Jupiter is basically having a Libra placement. You're never going to be able to address the issue without going adjacent. That's it. Nothing personal to Mars and Libra people. But it's just a spine thing. And instead of being passive aggressive, just keep your peace. I wouldn't give in to Saturn, because it's not going to be here long enough. Forget it. Screw it. Acknowledge it, obviously. When someone's saying something to you, realize they don't know where they're operating from, probably. Or if they do it intentionally, I don't give a damn. I don't have the time and energy for that. Jupiter's in Cancer. All I want is peace and love. And the money, if you got it in the second or the fourth. But it's yeah, give me some of that. 8th and the 10th. So ultimately, I just want to do a little mini video about this, because I love this transit. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And you can't get me to hate it. Take a vacation. Connect with your family members. Talk to your parents. Release the trauma. Unbick the ancestral back. Anyway, that's all for me. Thank you so much. I have a podcast. Check out my links below. Love you. Toodles.